Welcome! It's World Secrets. If it's your first time here and you want to find out more secrets and wonders that will make you smarter and well-informed, make sure to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any new secrets that we catch up on.
World Secrets present.
After the wealthy and prominent Blanche Monnier fell in love with a commoner, her mother did the unthinkable in an attempt to stop it. If Blanche Monnier hadn't made the wrong choice for a future husband, history might not have recorded her existence. She chose someone whom her mother disliked. In fact, Madame Monnier disliked her daughter's love interest so much that she locked the girl in a tiny room until Blanche changed her mind. Blanche stayed with her choice even after she had 25 years to think about her decision while living in the same tiny room. Perhaps she would have been willing to hold out even longer if it weren't for the Attorney General in Paris who released Blanche from her prison cell. Blanche was once a beautiful French socialite from a well-respected family. In 1876, when she was 25, the young Monnier fell in love with an older lawyer who lived nearby and wanted to marry him. However, this decision made her mother unhappy, so she opposed her daughter's will. Madame Monnier argued that her daughter could not marry a penniless lawyer and used all her means to prevent such a marriage. She tried to change Blanche's mind, to forbid her decision, to plot against her, but with no success. The young woman had no intention of fulfilling her mother's wishes. One day in May 1901, the Attorney General of Paris received a strange letter declaring that a prominent family in the city was keeping a dirty secret. The note was handwritten and unsigned, but the Attorney General was so disturbed by its contents that he decided to investigate immediately. When the police arrived at the Monnier estate, they must have had some misgivings. The wealthy family had a spotless reputation. Madame Monnier was known in Parisian high society for her charitable works, and she had received a community award in recognition of her generous contributions. Her son Marcel had excelled at school and now worked as a respectable lawyer. The Monniers had also had a beautiful young daughter, Blanche, but no one had seen her in close to 25 years. Described by acquaintances as very gentle and good-natured, the young socialite had simply vanished in the prime of her youth, just as high society suitors had begun to come calling. No one gave much thought to this strange episode any longer, and the family went about their lives as though it had never happened. The police made a customary search of the estate and did not come across anything out of the ordinary until they noticed a putrid odor coming from one of the upstairs rooms. Upon further investigation, it was revealed that the door had been padlocked shut. Realizing that something was amiss, the police smashed the lock and broke into the room, unprepared for the horrors that lay within. The room was pitch black. Its only window had been shuttered closed and hidden behind thick curtains. The stench in the dark chamber was so overwhelming that one of the officers immediately ordered the window to be broken open. As the sunlight streamed in, the policemen saw that the horrendous odor was due to the rotting scraps of food that littered the floor surrounding a decrepit bed to which a skeletal woman was chained. Police were astounded and disgusted. One commented, the unfortunate woman was lying completely naked on a rotten straw mattress. All around her was formed a sort of crust made from excrement, fragments of meat, vegetables, fish, and rotten bread. We also saw oyster shells and bugs running across Mademoiselle Monnier's bed. The air was so unbreathable, the odor given off by the room was so rank that it was impossible for us to stay any longer to proceed with our investigation. An article in the New York Times published on June 9, 1901 reads, Time passed and Blanche was no longer young. The attorney she so loved died in 1885. During all that time, the girl was confined in the lonely room, fed with scraps from the mother's table when she received any food at all. Her only companions were the rats that gathered to eat the hard crust that she threw upon the floor. Not a ray of light penetrated her dungeon, and what she suffered can only be surmised. Blanche's brother Marcel was sentenced at first to 15 months in prison, but later released as he never physically restrained his sister's movement. He even said that it was her choice not to move, not that she wasn't permitted to leave. While the real author of the note that saved Blanche was never found, some people believe that it was Marcel. As for Blanche, she was admitted to a psychiatric hospital and never returned to society. She lived until 1913 and died in a sanatorium in Blois.